So this video was for assignment 10 of ISIN 306, which was a continuation of week 9. This week I took my HTML code, modified it a bit, and implemented the Bootstrap framework so that I could create a web page that was mobile friendly. So for question 1, it was to describe the purpose and function of the link and script content that was copied to the head element section of each HTML page. So you can see here we're linking the latest compiled and minified cascading style sheet and the latest compiled and minified JavaScript dynamically from the maxcdn.bootstrapcdn.com website rather than running that locally. You can see these links right here, and also down here. So our actual JavaScript is here in this script source, and that's what's running in the background, making our website mobile friendly and just have some of the styling characteristics that Bootstrap provides for us. One thing to note is that the site style.css, all of that information was pulled out of the HTML file inline, saved externally in its own .css file, which I then uploaded to my Apache web server so that I could link it to this guy right here with this href. Question 2 is describe 2 features of the Bootstrap framework that were not used in this assignment. How could you utilize these features on your site? So one of the things that I saw was the Bootstrap drop-downs for web page selection. You go to a lot of different websites, and rather than have the links like we had in a toolbar format, you can click on a box that has 3 horizontal lines, and from there a drop down cascades down and you can select from links. So that was one thing that could have been used for this. The other item is the Bootstrap carousel, which actually is demonstrated or shown at least in the Bootstrap PowerPoint file that we viewed in class. If you go to a website that has multiple images on the home page, typically that's a carousel format where it's almost as like if it was a automated slideshow. There are little dots or buttons that you can see. So if it's on the 4th picture, it shows the 4th dot. So had I used more than one image, I could have utilized that carousel function. So here is my website as viewed on a browser on a computer. You can see the home page. I've got one row with 2 columns, my biography here on the left side and my picture on the right side, with also this Facebook like and share button. Whenever I go to my videos page, you can see my videos that I placed into a list format as asked within the assignment. I've got my 2 links right here. And an issue that I ran into with my registration page is I implemented the form group and form control tags and everything right below my navigation section. I've commented out this area just because whenever I put everything in, it looks great on the web page itself. But unfortunately, whenever you go to validate the password, it doesn't quite work like it did before with saying, retry it or, thanks for registering. So unfortunately, I couldn't get it to work, but here's what I put in. It shows the user ID, the password, the first name, the last name, the email address, and the phone, all with form control and form group as the div class. So transitioning over to my mobiletest.me website, I've selected an iPhone 5 for this demonstration. Here's my home page with my biography here on top with a picture of my wife and I here in the middle with the Facebook like and share button on the bottom. Whenever you click on my videos, you see my videos are in the list format, stacked on top of each other. And then here's my registration page. So a demo of this, I'm just going to make up some information. All generic. And whenever I go to hit submit, I did add the div class to my thank you HTML file, made the text real big, but what I also did, just something a little extra, was added a link to go back to my home page. So that's a demonstration of this week's assignment.